It's Women's History Month, ladies. Time to man up. Next on Healthy Republic. Hey everybody, I'm Katie, and this is Healthy Republic. I found out that when the calendar turned to March, it became Women's History Month. I've been missing this information all my life because I thought that every month was Women's History Month. I didn't realize I was designated to just 31 days at the end of winter to honor one component of who I am. Mea culpa. This understanding did make me note that the marketing department of the Women's March that took place again this year on January 20th missed a great opportunity. They could have legitimately held a march every day this month to honor women and yell out their causes, all while wearing any number of crocheted body part hats. But they chose one day, the one day in January for Trump's inauguration back in 2017, when half of the country was snowed in. Now that I'm hashtag woke, I've chosen to celebrate Women's History Month by encouraging my lady friends to man up. Yes, man up. What I mean by this is simple. Stop being the victim for everything. If something does not go your way, stop blaming everyone else without first looking at yourself and taking an honest look at your actions, which led to specific consequences. A story came upon my radar which demonstrates a wonderful opportunity for women to stop playing the victim card just because it is readily available. This story was made public just days before it is supposed to be the month for women, which to me demonstrates providential guidance. The story comes out of Stanford University's Recreation Center, the place where students can go to work out and become physically better versions of themselves. Except that the university decided to implement women's-only lifting hours this semester. In response to student surveys, the chairs of the Inclusivity Committee decided that women's-only hours would be created. But the caveat is that these hours are specifically trans-inclusive. In other words, if you are a man who identifies as a woman, then you can attend these women-only hours. If you are a man who identifies as a man, then you're out of luck. That doesn't sound very inclusive to me. One of the personal trainers in favor of the hours said, quote, "It's a safe space to make women feel more comfortable so there's no guys machoing around," end quote. But again, if a man identifies as a woman, then he can attend and macho all he wants. Part of the original complaints were because women felt a lack of privacy. How are they creating any more of a safe space by allowing men who identify as women, rather than if everyone was able to use the gym at all times? When the Stanford Daily, which is the campus newspaper, publicized these new hours, Junior Adam Brent did what every student should have done and filed a Title IX complaint, a gender discrimination complaint, and an active intolerance report. He recognized that while the hours weren't going to affect him directly, it undermined the push for equity, and that's very dangerous. Brent noted the Recreation Center's violation of Stanford's own non-discrimination policy, which is consistent under law. By making women-only hours, the Rec Center was discriminating upon sex and perpetuating what women have been claiming to fight for decades. We are supposed to be celebrating women like this.
I am strong, strong. I am invincible, invincible. I am strong, strong. I am invincible.
The male college student understood this more than the university officials. To quote Brent, "Reinforcing the need for gender segregation only undermines advances in participation, pay, and other areas of gender inequity." Brent got it right. The Rec Center felt the wrath and has since backtracked itself, now allowing anyone of any gender to attend the gender-specific hours. So they are back to doing what should have been done all along. We see these policies being rewritten all the time as students cry out for their safe spaces in every component of their lives. And in the gym, it can become all too easy to blame everyone else for your own inadequacies. In the Stanford Daily story, one female student was quoted as saying, "The testosterone in the air was super suffocating, and it was aggressive." Really? Was it though? Rather than demonstrate self-respect and confidence, we are teaching women that they must be segregated from men in the gym because testosterone is super suffocating. Here's the God's honest truth. Get over yourself. We must stop being so narcissistic in our thinking that every person is watching you while you work out. You are not that self-important. And if someone is looking at you, why can't it be that they are seeing you do something great? Why must it be a victim status? And if you notice them watching you, that means you are looking back at them and judging them for what they may or may not be thinking. Let's take a moment and think about that perspective. Why not be the example and show your strength, ladies? And if a broski, because we've all seen them in the gym, tries to tell you anything, Just remember that his main goal is to look good on a selfie. He clearly has his own issues going on. I work out a lot, and I'll admit that working out with men isn't always ideal. But you know what is most times worse than working out with men? It's working out with women. This supposed toxic masculinity that we keep hearing about is overtaken by the toxic femininity that pervades every area where multiple women are potentially seeking attention. And working out in the gym is one such environment. Just view it as an opportunity to rise above. So I say again to my fellow ladies, man up. And men out there, you man up too. If you are going to the gym to better yourself physically, who cares what anyone else has to say about you? Don't play the victim card simply because it's easier than working for what you want. Because if you really want something, the work and the journey to get there is where you will find fulfillment. You will not get there by being left in your comfort zone and remaining in your safe space. As the lady said earlier, you are woman, you are invincible. Stay strong and stay healthy, America. Hey everybody, if you liked that video, make sure to head over to FreedomProject.com where there'll be plenty of more videos with me and my Argyle.